bestbookbits.com presents Seneca on the shortness of life. Throughout history, some books have changed the world. They have transformed the way we see ourselves and each other. They have inspired debate, dissent, war, and revolution. They have enlightened, outraged, provoked, and comforted. They have enriched lives and destroyed them. The Stoic writings of the philosopher Seneca, who lived from 5 BC to 65 AD, offer powerful insights into the art of living, the importance of reason and mortality, and continue to provide profound guidance to many through their eloquence, lucidity, and timeless wisdom. The written summary can be found on our website, bestbookbits.com. So without further ado, I bring you the book summary of On the Shortness of Life. Top 11 things to avoid in order to lengthen our lives according to Seneca. Number 1, self-imposed servitude to thankless people or unrewarding employers or professionals. Number 2, placing too much importance on success and power. 3, tiresome devotion to tasks that are worthless/useless. 4, seeking escape through drugs and alcohol. 5, paralyzed by procrastination and laziness. 6, ambition that is dependent upon the opinion of others. 7, paying too much without weighing the cost. 8, giving freely of your time yet wasteful with your money. 9, being caught up in useless conflicts. 10, having no fixed aim or goal or principle by which to direct your course. And 11, allowing indecisiveness to constantly plunge you into dissatisfaction and plans that are ever new. Quotes, "It's not that we have a short space of time, but that we waste most of it. Life is long enough. The part we live is really small, and all the rest of existence is not the life, but merely time. Among the worst I count are those who have time for nothing but alcohol and lust, for none has more shameful engrossments." Everybody agrees that no one can be successfully followed by a man who is occupied with many things. Eloquence cannot exist, nor can expansive studying, since the mind, when its interests are divided, takes in nothing very deeply, but rejects everything that is, as it were, crammed into it. There is nothing the busy man is less occupied with than living. There is nothing that is harder to learn. Life is long enough and has been given in sufficient quality to allow the accomplishment of the very greatest things if the whole of it is well invested. But when it is squandered in luxury and carelessness, when it is devoted to no good and forced at last by the ultimate necessity, towards the end we have perceived that it has passed away before we are aware that it was passing. Just as great and princely wealth is scattered in a moment when it comes into the hands of a reckless owner, while wealth, however limited, if it is entrusted to a good guardian, increases by use, so our life is ample long for the person who uses it wisely. Those who forget the past neglect the present, and fear for the future have a life that is very brief and troubled. When we have reached the end of it, the unhappy perceive too late that for such a long while they have been occupied in doing nothing. Look at those whose prosperity men wish to have. They are already blessed with much and do not realize too many being rich is a burden. How many are rich struggle to show their power? How many successful people are surrounded and offered no freedom? Men who do not suffer threats are quick to prepare for war over the slightest preconceived danger. Yet they allow others to trespass upon their life without any barriers. They themselves even lead into those who will eventually possess their time. The life of a philosopher, therefore, has a wide range, and he is not confined by the same limits that shut others in. He alone is freed from limitations of the human race. All ages serve him as if a god. Has some time passed by? This he embraces by recollection. Is time present? This he uses. Is it still to come? This he anticipates. He makes his life long by combining all times into one. It takes the whole of life to learn how to live, and perhaps what will make you wonder more, it takes the whole of life to learn how to die. Even though you seize it, it will still flee. Therefore, You must compete with time's swiftness in the speed of using it, and from it, like a torrent that rushes by and will not always flow, you mustly drink quickly. The present offers only one day at a time. The present offers only one day at a time, and each by minutes, by all the days of the past, will appear when you call them. You can behold them and keep them at your will, a thing which those who are engrossed have no time to do. The mind that is untroubled and tranquil has the power to roam into all parts of life, but the mind of the engrossed cannot turn, if there and look behind, and so their life vanishes into an abyss, just as it does no matter how much water you pour into a vessel, if there is no bottom to receive and hold it. And that's a wrap on The Shortness of Life by Seneca. Subscribe to our channel and take a look at the hundreds of book summaries uploaded previously. To find hundreds of written summaries, check out our website, bestbookbits.com, and for hundreds of audio podcast summaries, find us on mixcloud.com/bestbookbits. Like and share if you got something from this summary, and comment on what one thing stood out for you. Thanks for watching, and have yourself an amazing day. Take care.